the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Our first run now for Kyron Williams. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Back to throw, Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 5th down conversion. And the Rams had 9 and 7 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more on that one, and another first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And I'll tell you what, a few more plays like that, and he'll be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Corn now on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things are pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's Stafford. And that nearly an interception here on his opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Now it's Stafford. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. That's good. We're on Rams. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback or running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterback quarterbacks and running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Now Stafford. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Devontae Adams. His 14th touchdown now for the year. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll start out here with the option left. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You talk about this Rams defense. They're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes. See if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And the Rams got it. They bring it down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down.
In punt formation for the Cardinals.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Rams will go on offense here with the 1st and 10. The home team's offense, led by their wide receiver, headed out for their 2nd possession. He's already made his presence felt in this one with his previous touchdown grab, and that's been the story of his season thus far as you take a look at the NFL's club leaders in touchdown receptions. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And the Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They try the left side here with Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
Throwing is Stafford. He hits Adams complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. They run it again with Williams. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Look at this Arizona defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Kyler going to give this to Benson. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Touchdown, Cardinals! His 8th rushing touchdown and 9th overall on the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Ryland up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 and 10-7. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Rams offense and Devontae Adams set to take over once more. And he's very much alive in the race for most receiving yards by a wideout this year. Currently ranked 2nd in the NFL at this point in the season. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're not going to play this concerned about it. They got the field goal last time and they're up. And they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking. And I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 30 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
2nd down and 4. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way. And CD, that's the 2nd time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Stafford going to give this one to Corum. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block,
trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Benson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His 2nd goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they went back to it, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. A give up the middle with Benson. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. They run straight ahead with Corum. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards, and he's making the 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a 1st down.
1st down.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Slam!
Up the middle, here's Corum. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Here's Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Braves going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Williams is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll go for a gain of 7. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Play action. Now it's Murray. Rolling to his left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. The shotgun snap for Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. That's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Stafford. A good decision in the end to pull and run, gets him 9 yards in the first. And now they're in the hurry-up.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Stafford. Looking deep for Adams. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown Rams. Devontae Adams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Play after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So halftime, only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Zone read, here's Benson. Here this afternoon. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Murray's pass. Complete to number 14. That's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Just across the midfield stripe. Here's second and a couple. Murray again. This is Connor. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. Jones now in motion left. On first down, it's Benson. Oh, what a move. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
On first and 10 is Connor. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's second and 10. They run over center with Benson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. Now he's flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Going for it. Here's Benson. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now they send the tight end in motion left. Benson going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. And they'll run again. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
And now down 3 scores. I don't think there's any decision at all. You've got to go for it because you don't know how many more times you're going to get an opportunity. Field goals, they're not going to cut it in this situation.
And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4. And it's Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They begin the drive with Williams. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. To throw is Stanford. To the right side and complete to Atwell. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
It's a gain of 29. And the Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. We'll get this to about the 38.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Stafford now to throw. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee.
There wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
3rd down and 1. Looking to throw. Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. This is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing quickly out wide, Atwell. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. They don't like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On the counter, here's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And he's going to be taken down. Fisher gets there back at the 39-yard line. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. Williams is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Williams again. And this time he'll score. Touchdown Rams.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their pass the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cardinal offense takes back over. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now 2nd and 5. Kyler going to give this to Benson. 125 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end. Murray now to throw. So the completion gets him just a yard. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd down.
Now Murray. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Throwing now is Murray. Short one here, caught by McBride. And getting 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a toss left side for Benson. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Josiah Stewart on the stop. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Cardinals.
On first down, right back to Benson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey Benson with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
The Cardinals.
It appears they're going to throw forward with Murray. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. But still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Well, this offense and their wideout headed back onto the field. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. They'll try and run down some clock. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson.
Complete.
Now 2nd and 3.
Michael Wilson. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Give up the middle with Benson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Benson. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Arizona.
And now they'll fake the jet sweep. And here's Murray off play action. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Here's Murray. Screen pass to Connor. Given 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
3rd down.
Murray going to throw. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And he'll be out of bounds after his short pickup, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zay Jones, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
The Cardinals will line up for the 2-point
Back to throw. Murray. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a one-score game. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards at first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he is going to have a Rams first down, and that should be the one that finishes this game off. But now he appears to be in some pain. Well, Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Down to a knee, and the defense, they can't stop that clock. A couple more of those, and it's going to be victory. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
Shorty got that body out of no time, set up, you gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my side. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Murray, one final try. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get...
stopping, no callings. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up as we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in.